In this video, I'm going to share how to install Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, and Google Search Console on your WordPress website. Plus, once we have covered how to install these completely free on your website, I'm going to share a simple ninja step that you can follow to dramatically increase the chances of ranking your website on search engines. It's coming up. Benefit of using Google Tag Manager is that it can help manage all tags on your website without editing the code on the website every time. So essentially, with Google Tag Manager, you are able to implement every single type of tracking pixel that you need to add to your website. Whether it's Google Analytics, your Facebook pixels, the Pinterest ads pixels, and other different things that you can add to your website, you can do it directly through GTM. First, let's create a Google Tag Manager account and a container. To do that, go to Google and search for Google Tag Manager or directly go to https tagmanager.google.com. Sign into your Google account, or if you don't have a Google account, you can create it by clicking on create an account. In my case, I will create a new account for my website. Fill in your details and now your Google for Business account is set up. Click on continue and you will see a page that looks something like this. For this video, what we want to do is create a new account, so we'll just create an account by clicking here. So for account name, I'm going to be doing this for my website. So I'm just going to name the account. Next, we will set up our country. I'm from India, so I'll select India. Now we need to do our container setup. I'm going to enter my website here. For us, we want to use it on our website, so we will select web. That's going to be our target platform, and then we need to click on create. It's going to tell us to agree to the terms of service agreement, so we are going to scroll down, click on I also accept data processing terms as required by GDPR. Okay, so now it's going to tell us to install Google Tag Manager. So these are the two pieces of code that we need to add to our website. The first piece of code as high in the header tag of the page as possible, and the second one in between the opening body tag. There are many ways to do this. You can send this code to your developer, or in our case, we are going to use a plugin to add this code to our WordPress website. For this, log into your WordPress website and go down to plugins and click on add new. Come over to keywords here and search for plugin head and footer. I'll be using the top one that comes up. As you can see, it has over 694 ratings and more than 400,000 active installations. You can use any of these plugin which is highly rated. We will install it and click on activate. Now if you scroll down, you can see that you have this plugin installed and activated for our website. We will go to settings on the left menu and click on head and footer. That's going to open up the setting page of head and footer post injections. Go to Tag Manager and click here to copy the codes. Come back over to our website. You'll see head page section injection. We need our tags to be on every page, and we are gonna enter the copied codes here. So now what we are going to do is come back to Google Tag Manager and we are going to copy this. Copy the body tag code, come back over to our website, scroll down to after the opening body tag section. So we want to add this for desktop and mobile. So we are going to paste it here and select mobile and paste it here as well. Now all we need to do is scroll to the bottom and click on save. Now we have Google Tag Manager installed on our website. It's really that easy. So now come back to Google Tag Manager and click on OK. Here we can see it says changes not published. This means that Google Tag Manager is installed, but it's not live. For making our Google Tag Manager live, we need to publish it to the environment. So the last thing we need to do here is click on submit. I'll name mine as GTM installed. Click on publish. Now it's showing version is live for us. That's all you need to do to complete the process of installing Google Tag Manager on WordPress. To make sure we have Google Tag Manager and Analytics properly installed on our website, we will use the Tag Assistant plugin which is available through Google Chrome Web Store. Open your website and open the plugin. Click on Enable and refresh your website. Open the plugin again and voila! Now you have Google Tag Manager installed and working properly, which is shown by this green color. If you see this as red color, check if you miss any step. If you have any trouble following the step in this video, do leave a comment. I'll try to reply. Next, we need to do is create a Google Analytics account. Google Analytics is going to show you where your website visitors are coming from. If it was via organic search, social media, paid advertisement, or maybe you were referred from another website. You can get data on how much traffic you are getting per day. How many people are currently on your website in real time. You can track specific goals, which pages people are visiting. You can track your marketing campaigns. It's gonna track everything that's happening on your website. To do that, search for Google Analytics on Google or visit https://analytics.google.com. Sign in to Google Analytics. If you have an account already, your page might look a little bit different than mine. Let's click on Start Measuring. Next, it will ask to create new Google Analytics account. So we are going to name our account. I just keep all of these checked and then we can click on Next. It's going to ask for property name. Reporting time zone. Usually I set whichever time zone I'm in. So for me, it's India. So we'll select India. Next, we need to select the currency. For me, it's Indian rupee. Click on Next. Now it will ask for some business detail. For industry category, you want to select your industry from this drop-down list. For me, it's health. Now it will ask for organization business size. For me, it's 11 to 100 employees. So I'll select medium. Next, we need to tell how we intend to use Google Analytics for our business. For me, it's going to be measure customer engagement with my site or app. And I'll be using my website for Google AdWords. So I'll select measure lead generation and increase my conversions. I need this data for effective PPC campaigns that I'll be running in future for my website. Also, I want to ask you to keep subscribed to my channel because I'll be posting tutorial videos on Google and YouTube ads as well. Okay, so now I'll click on Create. I will also accept Google Analytics Terms of Service Agreement. So you have to make sure you accept this. Keep scrolling down and click on I accept. I just keep all this checked here. You can choose how you want Google to communicate with you and click Save. Next, it's gonna say what do you want to measure. So for me, it's gonna be web. Here, I'll put my website URL and stream name. Click on Create Stream. We have created our Google Analytics account. So what we want to do is now install Google Analytics on our website. I'll click on View Tag Instructions. So what I'll do is come back over to Tag Manager and go to Workspace. And since we have Google Tag Manager implemented on our website already, what we can do is add a new tag to our website. So we are gonna click here. We are gonna name our tag as Google Analytics. We will click here on Tag Configuration and you're gonna see right at number 2 Google Analytics GA4. Select this measurement ID from Google Analytics and paste it here in Tag Manager. Next, we are going to set up triggering. We want to trigger this tag on every single page. So every time someone visits a page, this tag triggers our Google Analytics to track everything that's happening on our website. So we click on Save. Okay, so now the last part we have to do is publish this tag to the environment. So we need to make it live. So I'll now submit this version. I'll add my version name as added Google Analytics. Then click on Publish. So anytime you make changes in Google Tag Manager, you need to submit that version of your workspace. Now we have Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics installed on our website. The last thing we need to do is install Google Search Console. We will go on Google Search and type Search Console or visit https://search.google.com. So we are gonna start here. Improve your performance on Google search. We will click here on Start Now and it's going to take us to page Welcome to Google Search Console. It gives us two options. One is we can use domain. So to verify our domain, we can add a DNS record to our domain dashboard. In our case, we are going to use URL prefix method because I think it's a little bit easier. Next, we will enter our URL here and we are gonna click on continue. Give it some time. It now shows ownership auto verified. All you need to do is click on go to property. It's gonna welcome us to Search Console. Click on start. It's gonna open up our website property. This is a brand new account. We don't have any data from our website yet. It will soon start showing data as it collects it from people visiting our website. Now earlier in this video, I said I'm gonna share an incredible simple ninja step that you can follow to increase the chances of fast ranking your website on search engines. That simple step is submitting the sitemap of your website to Google Search Console. Basically, sitemaps are a way to show search engine all the content that's in a website, even pages that were not indexed yet. If we go to indexing section and then sitemap, you can see we don't have any sitemap submitted for our website. For submitting a sitemap, we need to create it first. I will use a plugin called Rank Math. Let's log into our WordPress dashboard and install a plugin Rank Math. Since in this tutorial, we will use options from the plugin's advanced mode, before we begin, you should open Rank Math's dashboard and check if you're not using it in easy mode. If you are, just click on advanced mode. Scroll down to sitemap settings. Click on settings. On the top of the tab, you can see the link to sitemap index. That's the one we will submit to search engines. Copy this URL. Switch to Google Search Console. Paste the URL here and click on submit. Now we have our sitemap submitted successfully. If we come over to Google Analytics account, we click on home. Earlier it said no data received from the website. Let it load first, and once the page is loaded, it says your website data collection is active. Here it shows that we have one active user. Now we are able to monitor everything that's happening on our website. If this tutorial helped you, give it a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. That's going to wrap this video on this topic. I hope you have a restful day. I'll see you in the next video.